Time now for the Global Outlook. We've been focused on Apple today, but Google Chairman Eric Schmidt has been making news in Europe. He kicked off a roadshow there today that's all about the right to be forgotten. International correspondent Hans Nichols joins us now from Berlin. Hans, what's the reason for this roadshow? I imagine he's been getting a lot of heat in Europe for this right to be forgotten.
Well, Google is taking it on so many different fronts in Europe. On this particular case, Betty, this stems from a May decision by the European Court of Justice, and they ruled that every European has a right to be forgotten. Now, what's happening today is the first of a roadshow of town halls, however you want to couch it, where Schmidt and others from Google have impaneled a bunch of experts. These include, magistrates, important people on human rights law, and Schmidt and others from Google are leading the question. And what they want to do is they want to get at this question of when is there a right to be forgotten and when does the public have a right to know? Now, the criticism, Betty, of these panels is that Google is basically doing mock trials, and they're clearly putting their thumb on the side of the public's right to know, that the public has a right to know when they Google something. One little coda to this, Betty, Google has a remarkable amount of market share in Europe, north of 90%. And when you look at what happens elsewhere, say in the States, it's just 67%. So Google is entrenched in Europe, as unpopular politically it may be. Betty?
So Hans, outline for me exactly what their strategy is here on the roadshow.
Look, they're either trying, it's a very good question, right? They're either trying to lance the boil, right? They're trying to get out in front and take a lot of these criticisms, or they're taking their battle to the court of public opinion. And they want to have a lot of what we would call First Amendment advocates, over here would just be free speech advocates, say that the public's right to know, to search about people, outweighs an individual's right not to have some potentially negative material about them. This all stemmed from someone in Spain not wanting a bankruptcy case on them. Betty?
All right, Hans, thank you so much. Hans Nichols, our international correspondent.